Alright, welcome back to... Let's try to make some sense out of this. Smoke. That should help. Right? Right.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to still see you. Hey, I told you. I spoke to Everett. He said you'd cooperate. Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman? And what's gonna happen if we don't, yeah? You gonna go and tell on us? Very mature, guys. Everett sent word, right? Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm still doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you? It would take an army to bend Titus to its will, but having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect. Hey, I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness, if you will. A witness? Huh, you ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this. Yeah, that's just cop... that's just cop tactics, Titus. Next he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others and is in witness protection. My witness isn't a local. Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella? He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name. Charles No. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official, and leave it at that. Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right? MI is short for Moral Intern. We knew that. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International. We knew that. The coalition that runs Revachol. Hey, we knew that too. Do we get a gold star? I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They're desperate. Tell us, copper, what wacky claims did he make? Well, the witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion. That's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boys are dead silent. Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman? Look, Elaine, I've got a fever. And the only prescription is they're avoiding having to answer this question. I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence? We were drinking? Weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck. Glenn looks around. Right. I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging. The witness said he saw two people of Aeropagite descent and one Miska. Aeropagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo. Well, yeah. What's confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you, we were all there. The witness said it looked like a surreal play. Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or a sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything. It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film. What's this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see. Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there might be something wrong about the lynching story, but now I know there was. You don't know shit. I know you're lying, Shanky. He writes in his notebook. Alright, enough about the witness. Some witness. I pulled up the shame shit, came up with some shit, and went and said it to people. Get a reaction. You don't have to go to cop school to try that. You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great. How's your band, Glenn? I'm not the one with the band. That's Eugene. Yeah, you're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job. Alright, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything. But they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. A witness is a scary word. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this information. That's a lot. Even our 2 authority is getting up there. Hey, I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Yeah? By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cornell. Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Nervous snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present. Yeah, they are forming a tribunal. And they're coming for you. This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too. Let them come! The Hardy Boys are right fucking here! I hope you guys did the gesture along with right here, because I did in my head. And by in my head, I mean in my chair, and felt really silly. You heard the man. Right here. He points to the ground, with both hands in a chopping motion. We're armed, and we got the whole district behind us, and Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah, a well-oiled murder machine. He punches Blondie on the shoulder. The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon. The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons, Titus. We got weapons of our own. He cracks open his vest to give you a glimpse of his holster. We got Ister 50s, Ziegler's. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home. Will those pierce ceramic armor, boys? I guess we're gonna see, ain't we, Copper? That was an unsure phrasing. See what? That they don't? Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. He takes a sip of beer to bide his time, then tries to get the last word in. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal. This Cornell is bad news, you know that, right? So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there, seen any around? Yeah, where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate. These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a Barmy Army. No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think. Did you know that a single Serace giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute? The fuck is that supposed to mean? Nothing. No, you're the bees. They're the hornet. We're not bees, we're men. We're socialists. Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men? Do we want to open up about that one? Yeah, we will. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them. Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is going to happen? He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to. To keep the fear in check. Okay. What do you mean, okay? I mean, okay. They're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy. All he means is that the situation is serious. No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that. 92. You know what? I think in the past I haven't already known about this when I've talked to them. It's part of the fun of doing things in a different order, folks. Hey, guess what I've connected you to? Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are over in Precinct 41 Kilos. We'll do that. But in the meantime, Kim points south. Did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. He taps on his notebook, then turns to you. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace? The thought forms in your head like a lightning strike branching in the sky. You're right. There is no local drug trade. Except you. That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you'd need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street. Yeah, man, theoretically, that's what you would want to do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies. Allegedly. You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. You keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there. In fact, they end up in my pocket somehow. I don't know how, it just happens. No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Boo fucking who. The ginger probably got the stuff from Jamrock. Allegedly. Little shit, that's Kuno in the yard. Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. This place is a paradise. And all thanks to the Audi boys. Theoretically, of course. Allegedly. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you go fuck yourself? Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here. The 8th Hardy. The one who's missing, she runs that thing, right? My answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene. And here we go, back to the usual. I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints. Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet. Go fuck your mom, Dennis! Wow. That's more like it, boys. You heard him? It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know? 97! That's not getting any better. Really, changing equipment, we can only make that go down. 97 is the upper cap, where you can only roll a 2 to fail. I was totally expecting to roll a 2. As you look around this room of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost exclusively men, sitting on desks, talking shit, and wasting time. You know, Titus, I get it. You really are the authority around here. Huh? You must be. You're just like real cops. Drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. You got a problem with beer now? Not quite there yet. Push on. No. I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinet was a dump before we put this outfit together. They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week. Kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on the graffito removal. He turns to Titus. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. He picks the beer back up. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Titus. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's gonna give it up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you question her, harass her. Titus taps his chin with his fist. A freight train of pain, buddy. What is her name? Klasya Amandu. She's staying here at the Whirling in rags. Real pretty one, silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amando with an O-U. Shit, the girl upstairs, that can't be her. She knows you drank so hard, you forgot you were a cop. That's not good. Well, I will say at least we don't have the minuses for saying that we wanted to make fuck with her. 28, not terrible. It's not terrible. Maybe we should have kept quiet in that conversation, he said, already having known better, really. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting, and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. I don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. We have just a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way. Calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup. So, what was her relationship with the mercenary? Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing. By the way, I don't think I've had the same accent 2 lines in a row. Shut up, Shanky. Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation. When was that? He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. He crushes his half-empty beer can. So what does it matter? It would help if we establish a timeline. All right. 2 weeks ago? Maybe. I don't know. Glenn, I need another beer. Here you go. Here you go, boss. I also haven't had the same accent. God, I hate you people. Why are you making this so hard on me? 'Cause we're the Audi boys, yeah? What's your relationship with her? I know her. He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room. How well do you know her? A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means. Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months. He crosses his arms. He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten. So she's not from around here. You mean Revachol? Nah. She's an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter. Don't you give her any more trouble! She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help. Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what's up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun. You said you partied. Cool, that's cool. What'd you mean? What do you think I meant? Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right? Yes, and no. Got something to say about it? He looks you straight in the eye. So you're saying the two of you were close? No, we just fucked, that's all. He states it very matter-of-factly. I'm not going to give you any details if that's what you're after, so put your dick away. He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're going to get for now. He's doing a good job here, a commendable performance of I don't give a shit when I do. Yeah, thank you. We'll talk to her. We're not going to say the rest. Remember what I said? Freight train of pain. Yes. Kim, what is it?
Officer, what was that?
What was what? You look strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman? Yes. Is there something I need to know before we talk to her? Whatever you do, don't say the first thing. She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out, that I partied very hard, and it's not very mental healthily. So she overheard you, or did you party together? So this is what it feels like to be interviewed. Not very fun. You'll get through it. She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours. Anything else? I tried to hit on her. Understood. He's stone-faced. Better not to add anything to that. What else did you do? You know what, we're going to say it went pretty okay for given the circumstances, I guess. It doesn't matter how it went, officer. What else? I met her in the hallway after I woke up. Understood. You are not in good shape Monday. And she knows I don't remember being a cop. Okay, that's manageable. All right, let's move on. We'll be all right, Lieutenant. This is nothing. You feel fortified by his assurance. It really is going to be all right. Is it, though? Thanks, Thor. Nothing. You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Fine, I'll say it. Are you the Hardy girl? I am not. You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be immortal. Even a... Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney. He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of La Debutante Internationale. Yeah, but get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school. So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwat. No, Glenn, they aren't. Her tone is cold and uninvolved. This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She is not a Hardy girl. Definitely. Does this change yet? You see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket. Over a period of circa 50 years. It takes a long time for a hedge like that to form. Huh. So much for getting back to the island today. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence. Hey, someone's hid a key in the bush. Huh? I need your guys to hand the key to me. And I need the fatty to get his feet amputated because the smell is killing me. We can't always get what we want. No, Shanky, but if you try sometimes, you just might find... God damn it, Dennis, you know I can't help it! His whiny voice is in deep contrast with his stature. Oh, dang it. God damn it, Dennis! No, you know what, I'm gonna leave it the voice again. Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Look like you're gonna have to go bush diving. The hawthorn's got a bit of a bite. I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there. With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you. Take the key. The key is brass, workshop, spare, is etched to its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back in silence. Come on, man, we were just having some fun. Where's the harm in... I'm tired of listening to your shit. Thank you. Don't thank me. He takes out his pack of chewing tobacco. I don't give 2 shits about your key. Does anyone know why this was hanging right outside the Union Box window? Didn't even know it was there. Boys? No idea. Never seen it. Someone must have hid it there before this room became our place. I wonder what doors does it open? It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there is a workshop there. Worth a try. We do not have a highlight to speak to any of the boys.
It's you again. What is it?
It's a better acknowledgement than many I've gotten from him. He's so different. Bye-bye, gendarme. Oh, boy. Try the key on the door. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb, haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No, smells like engine grease and cut wood. Just a workshop. Hello. Hello indeed. This pinball says Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. This pinball is white Dior. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. All these mesmerizing machines just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Run your finger across the dust of the white Dior machine. Feels like it might jump back to life at any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman. What's white Dior? Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst. Kim, you know an awful lot about this pinball. How about we fire up one of these bad boys? You can't fire them up, they're broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist pinball. He looks away. What a dumb name, Royalist pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of those machines right about now. Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim. No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on. He doesn't. What about the other one, the Franco-Nigerian ball? You want to play that? No. So that's encyclopedia, huh? Well, let's do this first. A note. NB, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Oh, hey, I sure could have used that ages ago. Alright. I think I have the only encyclopedia tools that I own. But that's an encyclopedia tool. Because I've got the hat. That's probably it. Oh, there are glasses that help with it, I think I remember. But we'd know if we had them. They are huge.
Yes?
Oh. Wait. Oh no! I had that thought that it's a red check. I need to wait. Are we gonna fudge this too? Maybe. I want to... There we go. Kim Pinball Kitsuragi? AKA Kimball? Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him. Hey. Kimball? What? You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi. So now he remembers. He looks at you in the silence of the workshop, then takes his glasses off and cleans them. Fine. I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remember. Congratulations. Wait, but I still can't remember anything else. Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman. You don't seem to really like pinball. No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights, and to fantastique, science fiction, and historic romance franchises. It is lame. Wow, Kim. That's some of the most emotion we've seen out of you all game. Then why are you called Pinball? I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me. A long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy. How did you... Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once, I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop. Suddenly, a lot of his responses make more sense. Okay. It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball wizard. There had to be a Twist. The pinball wizard has such a supple wrist. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful, and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story. You were a juvie cop for 15 years? That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming. As was playing pinball. Wait, so that's why you didn't talk to Kuno? It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents. Hey, you're Lieutenant Kitsuragi to me. Not only to you, I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi to everyone. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the Whirling. You're Kim. I am not going to call you anything else. Because you made it clear you don't like it. This elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting for you to step inside. Look in. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. Take the hat off. There's a control panel to the right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance 10 July 88. Oh, look at the controls. There are large rectangular buttons. Monte, descent, and an international. Call for emergency assistance. That third one, of course, appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Alte 800. 800? Well, yes, because we're not going to say 4020s. All right. Halter is a Koenigstein lift company who went out of business a long time ago. Kim, it says the last maintenance was in 88. That it does. I say, let's brave it. This elevator was last maintained in the future? No. It's a long time ago. At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital, maximum 5. It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic. Wonder what it was used for. Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint. He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. All right, let's do it. Man, we're getting more done today than I expected to. Where are we? Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Now we've got the doomed commercial area music. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. The game just zoomed out my camera. I didn't do it. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Hello! Pinball Maker's Coat. +1 empathy. Folx Blues. +1 hand-eye coordination. This dusty old coat used to belong to someone called Folx. I think it belonged to Inspector Gadget. The name is stitched into the silk lining. It smells of moths and ancient engine grease, but fits you perfectly. A strange, lonely emotion fills you when you tighten the belt around your waist. Oh my gosh. We do look like Dick Mullen! Detective, are you really proud of that? The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted. So this is where they brought faulty pinball machines to fix them up, a long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf. Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point. No, this used to be a pinball workshop. Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinet North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over. He taps his foot. A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardys bang away at it. Remember the dice maker? Then that means Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all that's left over from that. Ah, yes, as the dice maker said. This has nothing to do with the case at all, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection. But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection. Looks like they gave up on fixing them at some point. At some point 20 years ago? 15, maybe? Before pinball went out of vogue. Could this mean this really is part of the Doom commercial area? If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy. Stupid state. Let me have a drink of water. Sorry, folks. Stupid superstition, but still. Stupid superstition! Yeah, there we go. But still, it would be interesting to see what Gart thinks of this. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse. And Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counter spells. Oh, hang on. Don't walk over him. You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor. Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. Someone's been here. Within the last week or two. 3 weeks maximum. From the dust coverage, it could have easily been 1 week, too. You know, officer. This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory. This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place. Thank you, Kim. What does this mean? It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret door behind our assault victim's room in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant. All right, let's have a closer look. All right, then. We're going to observe the native footprint in its own habitat. Crikey, this one's a bit stroppy. Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. The sole could have been bigger than the vamp. The sole has left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. The print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It's not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom-made or old-fashioned. Shoe size, 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is. Of course. Damn! Looks like one person went back and forth between that and that, pointing to the elevator door and the barred door. This doesn't look like the workers' boots. No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of a foreign print? Hard to say. Still a boot, though. Doesn't look like the outsole print. The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. You know, that is very true. Let's move on. What about here? There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. The door is small but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside. So what's on the other side? Unless we veered into a folded M dimension. I'm expecting to step out onto the roof. We could ask Klasia about this route, see how she reacts. Folded M dimension, in reference to the popular science fiction series In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly and reads science fiction. Yes, it is quite likely that we will reemerge on the M plane. Brace for psychokinetic impact. Or the roof. Do we wanna just open it and say surprise? Let's unbar the door. But not open it. No, you know what? I've never done it in this order, and I want to. I'm here for new content, dang it. Officer, are you really ready for this conversation? Nope. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Oh, cute. Look! A handful of dried wildflowers. Uh-oh. Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. Get it! The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone. Well, hell. Those were kind of cool. Oh well.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body built long and
I'm
lean.
sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
It's a nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
I bet. Her eyes wander northward towards the yard, where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell is opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I've ever seen in my life, and I have seen a few. Oh yeah, life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single megaphoning the entire human race. It instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll. I found something more downbeat for my next appearance.
That's the one. The small sad church song. I've missed it, I really have.
You have? Why?
The small church song tells it like it is, detective. Sad.
It's no mere turn of phrase. This young woman has a deeply, 28 minutes, rooted understanding of what sad means.
We are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Ah, I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette. What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette. It's like she's disappointed this wasn't about more entertaining matters. Let's return to this later, miss, after I end an episode. Why not? I'll be here until 2300, drinking coffee, most likely. Story of my life, man. I've got a couple minutes to busy myself during, but I have things to do. The bed has been hastily made. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Run your finger across the surface. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface. This window was recently replaced. Looks like it, yes. That's it? That's all we get out of that? That is a move. That is a move. All right, we're going downstairs. Oh, goodness. Glass. Glass. Good thing I kept that bag in my hands. It's not as if I have much else entertaining to put there. Pile of dirty clothes. A woman's. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended K. She's made about 4 months of payments for this room. You are just going to leave that open? Yeah, why not? You concern me, detective. I concern myself. All right, folks, we will be back in another... Kim? Kim? Kim?